Bring back full glam. Bring back full glam. Bring back full glam. If if you want to know how to do your makeup in 2026, it is not on the day that you have an event, that wedding, that date, that you now start opening your YouTube to do makeup. No, you have to practice. I'm sorry. I'm actually so sorry. You have to actually practice randomly on the days that you are not going anywhere, that you have very low stakes. Just bring out your makeup on that random Saturday afternoon that you're not doing anything and watch this video. Let's do this makeup together. Is that fine? You can save this for later if on the first time you come across this video you're not ready to practice your makeup. Save this for later and come back to it and just bring out your makeup and actually practice. That is the only way you can save yourself money instead of calling that makeup artist again. Come on, it's 2026. It's not every event that makeup artist. Come on, don't you want, like, let's be for real. So yes, this is a practice makeup and we are doing full glam this time around. I love that the 2016 glam has been trending. I actually love it because I had gotten bored and tired of no makeup look, soft glam. No, let's bring about color. I mean, all the eyeshadow that we have, who is going to use it if it's only soft glam we are doing? Please, I have a palette that there are many colors that I must use in 2026. So if you want to know how to do your makeup to look like this, I mean, this is very decent for somebody that is not a makeup artist. It is sultry. It can go for date night, it can go for wedding, it can go for church, it can go for anything, photo shoots. So continue watching this video if you want to practice your makeup in 2026. First things first, never apply makeup on a skin that is not prepped. My skin is super hydrated because I just did my skincare routine. I actually don't have any primer, so I've not been using primer for months now. I should probably fix that. Now I'm taking a concealer that is my exact skin shade and I'm using this as a color corrector, applying it on all my blemishes and dark spots. Now if you don't have blemishes on your skin like I do, you can absolutely skip this parts. I'm not going to be focusing much on the product because it's really not about the product. You can use whatever product you have. It is more about technique. Now after applying that sparingly all over my blemishes, I just blend that into my skin. My brush is going into my skin. I am not swiping, I am stippling it into my skin just to ensure that I get the kind of coverage I am looking for. Because this is full glam, I always like to do this so that I don't apply an outrageous amount of foundation for the full coverage I'm looking for. So this step is pretty important. I've left the concealer I applied on my under my eye just for it to dry down a bit. I will blend that in when I'm applying my foundation. Now for me to get my exact shade, I'm mixing these two NARS foundation. You don't have to mix your foundation if the one foundation you have is your exact shade. So now I'm applying that on my skin and I'm going little at a time. You really don't need a lot of foundation, especially if you've corrected dark spots like I did with a concealer. So I'm taking the same brush that I used to stipple in my concealer and I'm doing the exact same thing to apply my foundation. I am just using a stippling motion. I am not wiping, I am not swiping because doing that will leave streaks on your face and we don't want that. We want a seamless blend and that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm beginning to fall in love with makeup all over again, and I'm absolutely here for it. And this is highly due to the fact that my skin is in a good place. When I had like a lot of acne, mm, I did not enjoy applying makeup. Now, after doing that, just to remove the excess foundation, I am going in with a damp beauty blender. Not wet, not dry, damp. So I run it under the tap and squeeze it to allow moisture enter. Then I squeeze the excess water out with a paper towel. That is how I get my beauty blender in the perfect condition, and I just dab that all over my face. We want a smooth application, and we don't want excess products that are not doing anything. And as you can see, my dark spots are barely visible. In fact, I don't think they are visible at all. And the foundation doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look too much. Back in the day, we just put pressed powder on this and you keep it moving. That is the makeup. But now we have to do all these other extra stuff. Now to contour, I'm using a contour wand, and I just do my cheeks the way I'm doing it in that hollow motion, and that is where I apply my contour. And I just apply a bit and blend it upwards. I saw this trick on TikTok. Normally I used to put it from my ear, but this I feel gives me that snatched look, gives that snatched looks the most. So I really like this technique, and I just blend with a very light motion. I'm not trying to remove what I've just added because I didn't add a lot. I have to go in very light handed and just blend that in. I don't want to see a demarcation between where my foundation starts and my contour starts from. Then I'm going in with my bronzer, and I'm just going to apply that on the edges of my hairline just to bring it forward a bit and to just bring some warmth and dimension to my face. Sometimes I skip the contour and just do bronzing, but because this is a full glam, contour is necessary to snatch the hell out of that face. So I just blend that in. It is the same motion, and I'm using a beauty blender, a damp one, but another side. And this is what it looks like. You can see that warmth on the edge of my head. Now, time for some blush. I have run out of blush. I was scraping at the edges to get a good amount of blush. I'm using this coral blush, and I'm just putting it at the top of my cheekbone. If you feel your face, the structure of your face, you can see exactly where that top of the cheekbone is. That is where I like to place my blush, and I sort of take it upwards to my eye area, to like the outer eye area. That is just how I like applying my blush. Now, the thing about makeup is that you have to work with the structure of your face, and practicing like we are doing today will help you find what works best for you. And once you find that method, that right placement, there's no, it's upward motion from there. So this is where I like applying my blush, and I just apply a very small amount just because I don't have a lot of blush, guys. I'm going to Shoppers to replace some of my makeup products. I should probably take you guys along. Now the next step is concealer. Now I'm using like a concealer shade that is, I believe, 2 to 3 shades lighter than my skin, and I'm just putting it in the inner corner of my under eye and the outer corner for that lift, on the bridge or on my nose, and on the middle of my face. That is just where, even without makeup, are usually lighter, and that is where light hits the most. So you just want to highlight that part of your face to give your face structure. I also like to reverse contour for that I mean, I have a pretty round face, so doing this just brings some structure to my face. I'm adding another concealer shade that is about 4 to 5 shades lighter, because I just want the under of my eye to be lighter. I don't even think I achieved the lightness I wanted, but I mean, it worked. Now to blend, I'm starting from the places I need the least coverage, which is the reverse contour, and I am blending to ensure that there is no demarcation line between where the contour starts, where the highlight starts, and where my foundation starts. Everything needs to be blended seamlessly into each other. The colors should just blending. That is what we are trying to achieve. So you need to be patient and blend until you don't see any demarcation. You just want that even smooth transition from one color, from one shade from one tone to the other. And that is what I'm doing now. I'm using the another side of my beauty blender. Looking at this video back, I don't think I even blended my forehead properly. You can see the demarcation between my bronzer, and I don't know what's going on there. I hope I went ahead to fix this. I'm not sure, but let's see. And then I'm blending my under eye. I do not want to remove all the products, but I also want there to be a seamless transition. So it's a delicate process, guys. It is a very delicate process. You have to practice and just keep doing until you're perfecto. I mean, the goal is to be able to make up on your face at the very least. You don't need to know how to make up on another person's face. And the only way to be able to do this is to practice. Don't do it on a day that you have a date. The stakes are too high then. So when you look like a clown, I mean, you don't want to look like a clown to a date. So just do it on a random Saturday like this one. Now, I have been enjoying contouring my nose. I just think that it just makes my makeup look very, very sophisticated. So I'm just putting a bit of contour on the so if you look at the from your the start of your eyebrow, that is where my nose contour sort of starts from, and I just bring that down to just make my nose my nose look smaller. I don't even think it makes my nose look smaller, but it just brings this elegance and sophistication, and just, I don't know, I mean, look at it. It makes the makeup look put together. That's all I can say. I used to really contour my nose for a long time, but I just started doing it, and I just see that it makes a lot of difference to my makeup. Now it is time to set your cream product, and I'm starting with my under eye because I don't want it to crease. I have like wrinkles under my eye, so it's important for me to set it really quickly. I'm using the Huda Beauty setting powder, and I'm using a very small amount. So when I dip my beauty blender in the setting powder, I shake off excess powder on my hands before setting. So I just pretty much set everywhere that I added concealer. Now going in with my blush, I'm using a lot of blush. There is nothing like blush. Okay, there's something like blush blindness, but I love blush a lot, and I'm just using, I started with that light shade, then I'm going in with this deeper orange shade, and I'm putting it on the exact same spot, that is on the tip of my cheekbone, right to the outermost corner of my eyes. That is how I can explain that anatomy. Then I am going in with this cherry color, or this really fuchsia pink, and I'm just putting that on my cheeks, just slightly, ever so slightly. You have to go in with very soft strokes so you don't overdo it. And this is what I have. I think I went ahead to put more powder just so that my under eye is as bright as I want it, so that there's a difference between my under eye and the blush and everything. So that is the baking that you're seeing under there. Now, what is the next part? I'm also setting my contour and all. Now I'm just using pressed powder on the part of my face that did not get products, like my under eye. I'm just using the pressed powder to marry everything together, to blend everything together. Where there's demarcation, I want everything to be blended together. That is why you need a pressing powder. I'm using this one by Charlotte Tilbury. I really love it. I'm going to buy the full product. I bought the travel size because I wanted to try it out, and I've really enjoyed using it. I also used the floor, a nice brush to just brush away, to dust away the baking that was going on. And yeah, that is basically it. This is the base. This is the base you should be going for. I did my eyebrows off camera. I'm not good enough to teach you how to do your eyebrows, man. You have to figure it out or watch other tutorials on YouTube. But if you want me to do my eyebrows tutorial, I can do that. Now I'm going in with my eyeshadow. You see how I'm dusting off the excess? That is how you should. If not, residues are going to fall on your face. Actually, I think we should bring back doing the eye makeup before doing the face makeup. The makeup artists of the old knew what they were doing then. I'm using just one color. I'm using this dark green eyeshadow, and I just put that on my lid, and I think I went in with a yellow or lighter green eyeshadow to just blend the edges out so it's not harsh. You have to, I think the thing about makeup is you have to learn how to blend seamlessly from one color to the other, like transition. There has to be like a smooth transition from one color to the other. That is what differentiates the professionals from the amateurs. So yes, I'm just adding like a yellow. I think I regretted adding this yellow, but it ended up working fine. The yellow has just taken over. I did not like that. So I think I went with the green again. Now I'm setting my face with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. This is the only time I use the setting spray. There are some makeup artists that will use setting spray at every point. Maybe I will do a video that does that, but because I'm not using this makeup for a long time, this is just a practice makeup. Those products are expensive, guys, so I'm not about to waste it on practice. Anyways, this is the final look. Let me know, how did your practice go today? As you can see, this for me went really well. Toodles.